Alright, welcome back. We are in, what was this, week 8, I believe? Max upper. We got the Swiss bar out, or football bar, whatever you want to call it. And we are using that neutral grip, building up to a max. Previous record, 305. However, there is a little change in plans. So if you guys remember from like 2 weeks ago, I think, whenever it was, I honestly can't remember. But I tried the next grip width inward on this neutral grip bar, and I was like, I just want to try it just for the sake of variety, and it felt pretty good. So I'm doing that again for this max effort version because we've been benching off of the widest hand position for a really long time, like years worth of training sessions. Actually, probably a few years worth of training sessions. So anyway, it's just, it's just for variation purposes. That's all. I'm gonna bring. So I have 3 grip options, I believe. Yeah, I have 3. So we're on usually the widest one. I'm moving to the middle because the closest one is it's like a diamond grip almost. Like your hands are pretty close together. I feel like that's probably more applicable to like maybe women or just like small men in terms of like broadness. Because when I do it, it's like my hand position or my arm position is like literally like this. And again, when it comes to like force transfer through joints, stacked joints are very strong, right? So wrist directly over elbow is where you want to be. So anyway, besides the point, I already did the empty bar for a few reps. We do have the chains on too. I don't know if I said that already. We do have the chains on. So we're gonna work our way up. 305 is the previous record, so hopefully, 315 would be pretty sick off a neutral press. Neutral is normally I think it is actually my weakest press, horizontal press. We're not gonna talk about verticals. Fuck the verticals. But anyway, yeah, I think neutral grip is my weakest, and I think we've talked about this before too. It's just because the position that the wrist is in, is really good for holding things or like carrying things. But when it comes to balancing things, the wrist does a lot of ulnar and radial deviation. I'm pretty sure that's the appropriate term. And so it's just not as strong as your wrist being able to resist flexion extension in a pronated position. And so anyway, you really notice that the heavier you get on a neutral grip press, it's like the bar does so much wobbling. And obviously it's just something that, needs to be trained. I could also just do more direct forearm work and be less of a bitch, and that would probably fix the problem too. But, forearms is one of those things I just really don't care. I like most boring aspect of training ever. Training grip, forearms, all that. I fucking hate it. It's so annoying to do. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. I've been yapping for quite a while. Let's go. Get these safeties on the outside here. And I am very tired today. It's moving week. My wife and I move tomorrow. So I am very tired. We are both stressed from the move. So we're going to do what we can with the training session. And I know some of you are probably like, why is your gym still put together? I'm literally deconstructing it as soon as I'm done with this. It doesn't feel too bad, but again, we're only at 135, so everything will feel fine for now. I don't think we'll really start to notice the difference until probably like 250-ish is where we're like, oh fuck. We're gonna be a little more cautious with our warm up here. So we went to 185 for 3, and then 225 for 2 is kind of my thought process. Do a few singles and then try and go for like 310. I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do before. Maybe like 295. And then if 295 moves like a paperweight, I'll just go for the big boy 315. Hold on. I am getting a work thing. No problem. All right. Yeah, the second one was a little weird. I think I'm touching a little too high. So on rep 3, I brought it down just a little bit. It did feel better. So, all right, 225 for a double. And again, I think because we went further in, just like on a straight bar, when you bench closer this way, the bar has to touch lower on your chest. The wider you go, the higher up on your chest the bar needs to make contact. So I think there's a similar thing happening here. I went a little closer, bar needs to touch down a little lower. So that's throwing me off just a bit. But now that I'm aware of it, I think we should be okay. I mean, yeah, it feels fine. I do need to chalk up a little bit. My hands are a little sweaty already. All right, we jumped to 265. Just because this jump kind of made a little more sense than what I was thinking previously. Especially since like I am kind of feeling a little weird with the technique, but I also don't want to wear myself out, right? So I was trying to find that balance between how many ramps is too much versus how much practice is enough to kind of lock in for the 1 RM attempt, right? So it's like, I don't know, we're kind of walking a weird line right now. But I did put chalk because I was a little slippy slidey on the last one, so hopefully that helps a little bit. My right hand feels a little weird. Like it almost feels like my wrist is like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's kind of how my wrist felt, even though it wasn't. I don't know if like, I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. I mean, it felt okay press-wise. I don't know. I don't know. I'll do some playing around. All right, 285. I put the straps up just because I'm feeling a little weird with the wrist position, so safety first. Okay, little bit of struggle. I felt the left glute pop up just a little bit. Well, what do we do? I don't know. All right, so I went up by 10. So we did 285. Had a little bit of glute action here on the left side. So I went up by 10 to see if we can hit 295. And then depending on how this feels, this will either be the record for the day, or maybe I can squeeze out 300. We'll see. It's kind of funny. I thought my closer grip would be stronger, but I guess my wider grip is stronger. Or I just have to learn how to press from this position. That's probably it. Just need more practice in this position. I just figured outright I'd be able to brute force my way to a new PR. Not quite. Close. But I felt my glutes come up a little bit, and now I gotta squeeze on out of here. Close. So I think I'll take. I mean, I'm already feeling kind of worn out. I'm gonna wait a little bit on rest time, see how I feel. I might reattempt. I don't know if I want to, because I did have some of that, you know, glute action on 285, so I might just call it at 285. Especially since my hips came entirely off on that one. But I'm gonna rest for a little bit first, kind of see how I feel, and we might reattempt that. All right. So exercise number 2, still using the Swiss bar. For our floor press, we took the bench out of the equation. Now we get to lay on the floor. Same hand position, because my logic with this change is to kind of hammer this position. Like get really strong at this position over time. Because again, I've been using this widest grip for years. So whenever I use this bar now, I'm going to use this middle grip to just train the shit out of this one. Yeah, so we're doing a floor press for 12 reps. Normally I use dumbbells, but the downside with dumbbells in my home gym is normally I use a bench to like put the dumbbells on, and then I lay underneath the bench with my legs like through the underside of the bench. And then I just grab my dumbbells and just roll back in a position and, you know, fucking have at it. I can't do that here because my bench is an FID. And so it has like the ladder rails that run on the underside, and so you can't fit your legs under the bench. So I was doing dumbbell floor press before, and basically just what I would do is just literally just manhandle the dumbbells like from my thighs into the position and lay back and go to work. And once you kind of cross like the 90-pound threshold with that, it is super fucking annoying to get the dumbbells into position. And so when I was throwing this block together, I was just like, well, I'm gonna swap the floor presses out for bar floor presses, and we'll just do that shit from there. So previous dumbbell record was 95 or 90 for 12. So if we do a direct conversion, I'm probably gonna go for 185. If 185 is stupid easy, then I will, you know, obviously continue to go up, but that's kind of our initial goal. So again, same hand position and all that. And I might have to bring this down just a little bit. It's still a little tall. Yeah, it's just a little out of reach. So I'm going to bring that bar down just a little bit. We're going to go to 165 and then 185 for the top set. An 85 for the top set. All right, I did skip the first set for you guys because it was just 90 pounds on there. And I also had to make sure the setup was good. But we're doing our rotating row again. So we have the dual handles on there, 115 on the stack, chest supported. So we got the bench out. Hopefully it doesn't go sliding on me again. We'll see. It did pretty well last week. It didn't go anywhere. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, I got my handles mixed up. It's okay. Who cares? Ugh. Little catty cornered there. There we go. Woo. We're gonna go up one more time to 135. And that'll be our PR. All right, this is 135. Again for 12. No straps because I don't think we need it. Everything's feeling pretty good for the most part. So. Oh. Let me actually make sure the handle's facing the right direction this time. Probably just hold me up in the air like this. Oh. 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 Nice. That felt pretty good. Woo! All right, we got neutral grip pull-ups. Working up to a 3 rep max. Body weight first. 45, 70, 95. Hopefully 95 really shouldn't be a problem. We did 90 for 3 last time, so 5 additional pounds shouldn't be that bad. I am pretty tired though. We'll see what we can do. Body weight first. Whew. Not too bad, buddy. Okay. 45. Oh, buddy, come on. Not too bad, actually. I feel like 95 is doable. All right, and 95 for 3. 70 didn't feel that bad. 25 additional pounds is going to be pretty fucking heavy. But I've done 90 pounds on pretty much every variation, and they all feel the same, regardless of how easy the actual set is. So 95 shouldn't be that bad. We'll see. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Oh. Ooh, barely got that third one. And with the dead stop, that's brutal, man. The dead stop at the bottom, holy shit. But I like it though. I do like it. Whew. Alright guys, the metabolic stress part, everyone's favorite. I'm gonna scoot the bench over just a little bit. It's not in the way. You go on over here. Go on over there. Alright. Suspension trainer face bowls. Words are hard. 100 reps. I normally do 4 sets of 25, but like if I get to 25 and I feel fine, I just keep going. The neat part about the suspension trainer is obviously the further down you are, the harder it is. The further up you are, the easier it is. So as you go through the cluster sets, you know, you can customize. You know what I mean? Like if you wanted 10 more reps, maybe you just take a step back or two, get your remaining 10, or if it's too easy, you step down a little bit. So that's one thing I do like about suspension is, you know, it's customizable intra set. I think that's really cool. Let me move this fan because I know you guys are getting blasted with that interference there. Sorry. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Right. Alright, hopefully this is a good starting point. Right here, maybe? That might be too much. Let's see. So, face pulls, we're going high elbows. Oh. Now remember, when you're doing cluster sets, you can go to failure, but if you hit failure too early, your potential reps decreases by like a shit ton. Like it falls off a cliff. So like, let's say you were trying to do like 4 sets of 25, right? In the first set, you hit 25, but it was like failure 25. Set number 2, you're looking at like 15, maybe 20. Third set, you're looking at 10, maybe 15. Right, and you have this severe drop-off in capability, where it is, if you did that first set of 25, still hitting 25, but 25 was easy, where it was done at an easier level, as opposed to down here, you have plenty of repetitions in the reserve. So when you use set 2, 25 again, set 3, 25, but it was pretty fucking hard, almost failure, maybe a few reps shy. And then set 4, you're hitting 25 at failure or barely getting it. That's how I prefer to do it. And I know some people are going to be like, well, if you just hit failure the first time, you don't want to have to do 1 set. Yeah, I get it. I know. We've had this conversation before where not everything is purely for muscle gain. A lot of stuff that I do, I'm trying to do repetition. I want lots of movement because I normally sit on my ass the rest of the day. I still get my steps, but like I do a lot of sitting. So when I train, I do prefer a high number of repetitions, as do most of my clients, because first of all, you don't have to train that hard relatively because you're doing more sets across. That's more applicable to them than it is to me, because I typically do push, as you guys have seen, some of my supplementals, I do push pretty close. And I don't go to absolute failure most of the time because I'm not using machines where it's like super safe. Most of my stuff is free weight. And so I'll purposely stay like 2 to 4 reps in reserve, somewhere around there. And yeah, works great. Still see muscular improvement. That's what matters. But again, looking for movement. Right? It's not just a heavy set of 6 to 8 and then I move on to the next thing. I want 20 reps because I want lots of work. I want lots of repetition. I want lots of practice. And I like a pump because a pump feels awesome. But the pump didn't give you any more gains. Shut up. I don't fucking care. Shut up. I'm going to do reps. I'm going to get a pump if I fucking want one. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. 50 down, 50 to go. I might try to squeeze out a little more this time if I can. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Oh, oh, man. I'll count it. 76. Oh, God. Oh, man. That rest period is short as fuck. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Jesus Christ. All right, man. Oh, that's it for me. Time to pack up this gym. I'm moving tomorrow. So I know I'm in the future, so you guys won't see this until I've already moved into the new place, but I'm probably not going to film workouts for the rest of the week because I don't know how busy I'm going to be or how crazy everything's going to be, right? So we'll kind of play it by ear. Let me come grab you guys real quick. I'm going to play it by ear. But basically what I'm thinking of doing, oops, sorry. What I'm thinking of doing is pushing the days back. So I don't think I'm going to train tomorrow because tomorrow's a move. And then I'll pick up the weight training again for Saturday and Sunday. And hopefully be able to just walk into max effort on Monday without a problem. Good one. But we'll see. That's kind of the plan so far. And not to mention, we're in the final phase. So we're about to do this block again with some minor changes. I basically train conjugate year round, except for the sprint season. But I don't know if I really enjoyed the split that I did for the sprint season this year. This is a little off topic, but I might go back to conjugate next year for sprints and do different rep maxes for that time frame. Because obviously trying to do, I mean, I could still do 1RMs and just keep them conservative. Especially since a rep max for like triples, quads, or whatever may provide way more soreness than a single. A single is only fatiguing nervous system wise, and if you keep it relatively sub max, I don't think it would be that big of a problem. Or I might just do general strength work like I did before. But I do like lower body strength days after running, not before. Running on sore legs sucks balls. So I think I'll still do upper body first on Monday, run on Tuesday, and then lower body lift on Wednesday and keep it like that. But anyway, this is besides the point. The next block, I don't know if I've said this already, I bring I'm gonna do it again. I kind of went back and forth on it, but I think I'm gonna bring overhead back into the mix. We just do overhead once a week, which isn't really enough to do anything. But I do one horizontal press on the max effort day, and then on the dynamic effort day, I do the overhead press, and we do all sorts of stuff. It'll be a mix of like barbell overhead, dumbbell overhead, seated, standing, kickstand, landmine presses, axle press, all sorts of shit. So uh, everything else is kind of the same because I still do lots of trap work, like all the face pull variations and delts and shit like that. It's just we swap out one of the horizontal presses for vertical, and I think that's just about it. Um, I don't really do anything else that's out of the ordinary. Core training, calves on conditioning day. Yeah, rest of the block is generally the same. Some variation with stuff. So you'll see some new exercises. We don't do all the same stuff. The max effort variations are the same though. Um, so yeah. Anyway, that's all I have. See you guys in the next video. Adios.